This episode was recorded before the SAG-AFTRA strike commenced. We at Atomic Broadcasting wish to show solidarity in their fight for a livable wage. To learn more about SAG-AFTRA, feel free to follow the links in the show notes.
You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. While preparing for the Eoredson's ball, Alward and Neros discovered that Alward's father had somehow imbued the letter from Neros's parents with his deeply felt emotion. Seeking answers, they returned to Alward's mother, who decided to tell Alward what she'd kept secret about his father.
Gonna get you too.
Weird Al Yankovic has ruined that song for me, and I can only think of Another One Rides the Bus.
Another one bites the dust. And another one's gone. And another one's gone. And another one bites the dust.
Oh, hey.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh my gosh, someone call 911!
Thank you for bringing that in.
Hello, what is your emergency? He's biting the dust.
Another one of our band members is biting the dust. This is the third one this week.
Did you try drinking some water?
Like flies.
No, we haven't. Somebody get this man some water!
Not a sponsor.
Hey, he's allergic
Water
to
or flies?
He's H2O intolerant.
Oh, no!
I'm H2O intolerant. I'm obnoxious.
I'm H2O.
Get him some sand.
What's that from?
Finding Nemo.
He's finding Nemo.
No, what?
Finding normal.
Finding Leonard Nimoy.
Speaking of, another one bites dust.
Oh, no!
Zephyr, what are you up to?
I was just out stabbing a guy.
He bit the dust.
Zephyr slaps the hands of a dead
No,
man.
remember? He was only kidding. It wasn't a guy. It
But
wasn't a guy.
another one did bite the dust, and it's Alward's dad.
A long time ago.
Long
Too
time
soon.
ago.
Alward will remember this.
Speaking of Alwood remembering things, the room is quiet. You could hear a pin drop as Alward's mother, Velia, is trying to gather her thoughts and figure out how to start. Alward, your father, before he had joined the war and gone to serve with Hamir, he was, for lack of a better word, an adventurer. He would go and help people and fight monsters and take on whatever problems anyone had. And it was only when you were growing older and we realized the importance of having a father around more consistently that he decided to give that life up and come home and spend more time with us. But there were 2 fetchlings in their adventuring party, and that might be who you're looking for.
I mean, that does explain a lot of the absences, but do you know where they are? What happened to them?
No, I never met them myself. Your father tried to keep most of the adventuring life separate from home life. He didn't want to bring danger back with him.
I hate you so much right now, Jordy.
It's almost like if you had a dangerous artifact, you would try to keep it away from your family.
I don't know why.
I'm sorry. And she looks over at Neros. I'm sorry. I don't know much more. I know that they had some sort of a falling out shortly after the group disbanded, and your father didn't really want to talk about them much more.
But why would he write the letter?
I don't know. He didn't explain any of this to me. I don't know if this was some sort of adventure thing he was trying to keep secret from me to protect me. Do we know when this letter was written?
Presumably around the time I was born.
And how old are you?
I don't know.
We need to know!
We gave you a whole session to think about it.
20-something.
Oh, so around the same age as Albert.
Sure.
Why can't you guys just commit to an age?
I have. Albert is 20-something.
Bring Zephyr the letter and he'll
I
sniff it.
knew it. You two are twins.
Shut up.
You
You
look
got
so
the
much
apparite
alike.
part, and she didn't.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, with the timing of that would be shortly before the entire adventuring had come to an end.
So they gave her up because they wanted to continue adventuring?
I don't know. Like I said, I never met them.
That doesn't seem right.
I wouldn't think so. Your father thought very highly of the rest of the members in the group.
Ufair's gonna lean into the living room. How many people were in this adventuring party, if I might ask?
No. No.
That's what I was thinking.
He is her mother. Is her father.
He is my mother?
You forgot
Hang
all the things. Magic.
When a dwarf and a fetchling know each other very much. They're like
Valia-
clownfish.
I'm going to carry the two.
Valia kind of looks surprised, like she almost forgot you were in the kitchen, and then it was like, 6, counting your father.
So we have 3. The father, 2 fetchlings. We are missing 3.
I know there was another 2 who were married, and there was a dwarf.
I feel like everybody just turns to Ufair.
It's a really bad time for you to have memory loss.
You're telling me. Apparently, this isn't even the first time. I ask only because apparently I knew her mother at some point.
Well, that does seem to kind of all point to the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to draw any conclusions, but you say you've got memory loss.
From what we've been able to deduce, it is less of I can't remember it and more of the memories have been taken from me completely.
That's a very fine distinction.
Yeah, it's very much his brain looked like that when I saw it.
I'm going to not ask questions about these sorts of things.
It was very deliberate, looking to his memories.
Do you have any idea what caused it or how it could be fixed?
I think we're like losing the lead here about what we're... It's fine.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. That was the only thing I could think of, is that this fetchling couple that's pictured here in the locket could be the same that adventured with your father.
So, my father, your parents, you, and then 2 other random people. I hope it's not involving
Zephyr
Zephyr
and
too. Zephyr and his wife adventured with my father.
Zephyr's parents also. There were 4 fetchlings.
Unless, of course, Zephyr was...
How old are you, Zephyr? I know you're not here, but
I'm like 20-something.
that doesn't
So
line up.
3 of us are 20-something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I actually have a
Same age
definite
as my
answer.
daughter.
I'm 24,
I just didn't look at it.
I think. I don't remember.
Youngins.
Wait.
Did he ever mention any names?
No, he tried to keep things separate. He let a few things slip, and I kept note of what he'd mentioned, but he didn't. He tried to keep things separate just for. He said it was for safety, but I don't know.
And what were the things that he let slip, if I may ask?
Well, like, for instance, that there were the 2 fetchlings and there was the dwarf. Those were things that he didn't intend to reveal. There were other details, like there was one time he'd mentioned how they'd fought a troll or a giant or something. I forget the details. It was very large. He'd been grumbling about how he'd hurt his shoulder in a fight.
I don't recall fighting a troll or...
You don't recall what you had for breakfast.
No, I remember that very clearly. It was delicious, but...
You get my point, though.
Well, it is the fact of the matter is, it is frustrating for me, too.
I understand.
While they're talking, Hamir's gonna slip into a different room.
Steal all of my father's old adventuring gear.
Just let me slip into something more comfortable. This room.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I'm 25. I found it.
And like I'd said, Velia continues, I don't know for sure that this is the same. This is the only thing I can think of.
From what we've already been able to piece together, it is likely that I was part of the party. I have certainly been in the area long enough, and it sounds like our, I don't know about goals, but ideals would have aligned for what I feel like I would have done back then.
Not to ruin your theory, but from my understanding, my father met my mother back in Cheliax, not here.
I am from Cheliax.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You never speak of it. With how you don't read contracts, you would never know.
Honestly, I don't like to talk about it too much. I am not specifically from Cheliax. My homeland is actually in the 5 King Mountains, from Tar Kazmuk.
Oh. I mean, it's not too far away. I've never been.
Yes, but that is my homeland. I've only been in this area for about 100 years, maybe a little more, something like that.
But if you were in this area for 100 years, you wouldn't have been part of the event that happened 20 years ago.
You're right. If I was part of the party, then I would have been in Cheliax, but I have every memory I have for that I have for a long time left is here.
So it's not possible that you have memories here and then you left and those don't exist, and then since you came back that they were you know what I mean?
No, that is exactly right. That is if what we have learned with Hamir and that whole that my memories were, to put it in simple terms, cut out, that they no longer exist in my mind, and that would explain why I don't have a gap, how I don't recognize the fact that they are missing, because in my mind they are one complete line.
If that's true, that's a lot to deal with. Does Zephyr know? Wait, where is he?
He's not allowed in the house because he has a magical helmet.
That seems arbitrary.
I'll explain later, I promise.
Howard, are you keeping things from me?
Not now, please.
All my friends are here. Stop it, Mom.
Not for the friends.
if that's what you think needs to be done.
I need to go talk to Hamir, and I'm gonna go upstairs to remove myself from the situation.
Insert another scene with Zephyr.
We cut to a carousel. It's just like, why is this? How does this thing even work anymore? I'm so rested. He's just got his arms crossed on a horse going up and down.
Zephyr's most
Where is
amazing,
everyone?
excellent day off.
Like, I saw everyone go into the house, so I'm just alone. No one to kill.
Just slap hands.
I have to have another person to play slap hands. I can't just play by myself.
Come play slap hands with me.
I mean,
I
you
can.
can play slap hands with yourself, but only once.
Oh, that's dark.
Meanwhile, upstairs.
Is that what that roll was?
What roll?
Don't you gaslight me. I know you just rolled.
Well, Hamir's up there packing.
It's just going to walk in. What are you packing for?
What do you... It doesn't matter. What are you doing up here?
I mean, it does. Well, I came up here to talk to you, but now I'm interested in what you're packing for.
I'm leaving.
Why?
Because this is too much, and I just want to find my daughter. So I'm going to go.
You have an issue with running away from your issues, don't you?
I don't think I've ever run away from an issue.
You're running away now.
Well, that's different. I'm running towards the issue I want to fix.
Are you sure you're not running away because all of the spirits in your head won't leave you alone?
No, they don't want me to leave.
That's what I'm saying. You're specifically ignoring them to get them to shut up.
It's not usually...
This isn't what I wanted to talk to you
That's
about.
fine. Will you hand me that lamp?
No.
Hamir gets up, walks right up to Vilden, grabs the lamp, and walks away back to his bag, throws it in. It breaks. Dang it! He dumps it out.
Wait, you're looking for your daughter?
That's the whole reason I'm here. I've been looking for her the whole time. Everyone else knows. I thought you knew too.
No. I don't know a lot of things. And that goes on
You should
within
really
this
spend
party.
more time with us.
I have other matters I need to deal with most of the time.
If you spent more time talking with us and less time assaulting my brain, perhaps you'd learn more about us.
Didn't assault you.
You attacked my head.
You wouldn't let me go. You started that.
I just wanted to talk to you,
and I wanted to be left alone.
Well, fine. Didn't work out very well for you anyway.
No, it didn't. That hurt a lot.
Yeah, I noticed. I had to carry you the whole way.
So you come in, you put my family in danger through your actions, and then you're just going to leave.
What did I do that put your family
You
in
grabbed
danger?
the helmet. You didn't
Which
tell
turned
anyone.
out to be a great thing to do.
Yes, but now my whole family's in danger because of it.
Well, you guys are looking like you're interested in solving mysteries and playing heroes, so you can have the helmet and play hero with it.
I just want to save my family.
Then why don't you move?
I did. We're
Again,
not
farther
in
away. Go to, like, Wongi Expanse or something.
I don't want to go there.
Syrian?
They'd have to learn a whole new language again.
It doesn't matter where you go. You can just go.
And run away again? No. Why are you running away?
I'm looking for my daughter.
And who's to say we can't find her here?
That's what I thought originally, but it hasn't panned out.
It's been like a week.
Yeah, it's been 2.
So you just...
3 or 4.
You just... You
She's
you
clearly
see what
not.
I'm
She's
saying?
clearly not in the area, and all we're doing is walking around the same area.
We're
So it's not working.
preparing to go to Joel.
Which we were
to
just
stop
at,
Joel
and
from
everyone's
being
about to
attacked.
die, which means I don't want to be there even more.
What if your daughter's there?
I doubt it.
But what if she is?
We were just there. She wasn't there.
You searched all of Joel.
I can't live my whole life thinking my daughter could be there or could be there or could be there. Because she could be anywhere.
So, your plan is to just walk around aimlessly until you stumble upon her, and then what?
Then we are a family again, and I do better than last time.
Look, I don't mean to be rude. Actually, in this case, I do mean to be rude. You are the most selfish human being I have ever met in my life. What makes you think she wants to be with you?
Because she was taken away. Someone took her.
What if she ran away?
The house was a mess. You wouldn't have just left it like that. Someone ransacked the house.
Maybe
and now she's gone at the same time.
Ransacking the house to grab her belongings and then running away.
That's very doubtful.
To get away from a father.
She needs me there.
Who can only think for himself.
I think about other people. If those ghosts weren't there, I could have been better for her. And
why are you blaming the other things? Take accountability, man.
Accountability for what? I went to war and it was a toy soldier. And then everyone else died, so I went home. Then my daughter disappears and everyone tries to kill me. Then, to get out of being killed, I make a deal. And then that thing's screwing over my life too.
Because you made a deal.
Because I was going to be murdered.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. I want to find my daughter.
Who ran away from you?
She was taken away from me.
By who?
I don't know. Otherwise, I'd probably have her.
Who would want to take your daughter?
I don't know, because I don't really know what she got up to.
So, it's not most likely that she ran away. Some magic random stranger.
Someone ransacked the house and probably took her too.
All right, well, if you want to leave, I guess that's fine. I really don't enjoy your company.
Exactly. You guys don't need me. I offer nothing to you.
I mean, you offer a lot, but that's not the
point.
Like
what?
Well, you do have my dead dad living in you.
Oh, right.
Can you let him
Mister
go?
who I've stabbed in the neck and can't give any information to you. Maybe I should have stabbed him in the heart.
So
he could have been more helpful.
Everyone didn't just die. You killed one of them.
You already know that.
I know, but earlier
I didn't mean to kill him. He tried to kill me because of this stupid thing.
What? Oh, the chalice?
The chalice, yeah. I hold up the chalice at you. I didn't ask for the chalice either, and now I have it. None of this is what I want.
I think you should probably take some time, reevaluate yourself, realize that you are very selfish, very self-centered, and maybe think about what's actually best for you, your family. But if you want to leave, I'm not going to stop you. Somebody else down there can do that.
All right.
I'm going to go back downstairs and just shout, Hamir's leaving! As I walk back downstairs.
Rolls his eyes very heavily. And he's finished packing, so he's going to head out.
Where are you going?
Away.
Why?
I don't need any of this. It's too much. I
He's
just want to
throwing
find
a
my
tantrum.
daughter. Okay. You want your dead dad? Here. I'm going to throw the chalice at you, outward.
I don't want my dead dad. I want him to move on. He shouldn't be in this plane of existence anymore. You're holding him here somehow. Or that chalice.
It's the chalice's fault. You figure it out. And then he's going to open the door and slam it closed.
He could have given up the chalice that easy?
I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Just going to set the chalice in the kitchen.
I think it's best that I take care of this.
Drink it.
No. I'm going to take it back. Last time you touched this thing. No.
And you want to go through the same thing? I know what it can do.
I don't want to do anything. I want to just set it right there. I'm assuming he'll be back.
And on that note, we cut to Hamir.
So, Hamir is storming his way to the cellar, and he's just going down the road. He's going to just kind of throw his weight into the door to open it.
The door of the...
The door of the cellar, of the bar, above the cellar, which is also called the cellar.
This one is called the Miner's Pick.
No, it's called the Miner's Pick.
Okay, so Hamir puts his body weight into opening the door to the Miner's Pick.
Wait, if this one's the Miner's Pick, what's the one that's ran by the other company? I don't need to know. I just want to make sure they're not the same thing. Because I know...
It's called the Company Public House.
Okay.
The local people call it the Drunken Imp, but that's not the official name.
Okay, that makes sense.
As you're slamming yourself into the door, you hear from a distance behind, Hamir! Hey!
Oh, for the love of... What, Zephyr? What do you want?
I have been very bored.
Oh, I can imagine. Yes.
What has been going on? It's been so long.
They're
Why does nobody leave that house?
They're discovering things about
I have
each other.
no friends out here.
They're in there learning a lot about how they're connected and what things they have to do to save cities and whatnot.
I feel like I'm missing so much.
It's not worth it.
All I did was find out where your daughter was.
What? Javier walks up and just grabs your collar.
Whoa.
Where is my daughter?
I don't like being manhandled.
I don't really care. Where's my daughter?
Set me down and we will talk about this like men.
Fine. Let's go.
You were on your way to the miner's pick. How about we go in there and have a nice sit down in one of the booths?
I'm not in the mood for
We
that.
can have a drink.
No, I have a better
calm
idea.
ourselves.
I have a better idea. Let's go downstairs.
Can I?
You can tell me all about it while I'm blowing off some steam.
I don't see how that's going to be very effective, but I
gonna be
guess
fine.
we could try.
So Hamir bursts into the room again.
Kicks down the door.
There's this guy by the door who's just like, "What do you want?" And you just walk by.
I'm going downstairs.
Hey, Clement, sorry about the door. Hey, can I get a drink real quick? Just something on tap. Just something. Maybe 2 of them. Maybe double down. Hey, we need something. A lot of it. I think.
Something strong coming up.
Don't drink.
Clement just looks at you.
Tell that to the cup you
I
carry around with
haven't
you.
drunk in the last
2 weeks.
couple of years.
And he looks over at Zephyr and just hands both drinks to Zephyr.
All right. Come, and as we're going downstairs, Hamir's like, all right, where? Tell me.
Well, technically I wasn't going to tell you until I made sure that the lead was correct. But you know how we're going back to Joel soon?
I swear.
I was told that she went there. I wasn't told how. I was just told that she has been seen there.
When? How recently?
That did not come up.
Great. That's great. That's wonderful. She could have been there yesterday. She could have been there 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, my informant is very informed. He apparently knows a lot more than most people would, but in the sense of this exact specific information, he says that she's there. I think we should go back.
I need some time before I go back. He starts, taking off his armor.
How much longer? Because I'm very bored.
Then why don't you go back?
I can't.
Give me the helmet
No.
and just go back.
No.
It's a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
You entrusted me with this. I'm going to hold on to it. Plus, it's your house.
Well, you've got 2 options if you stay here. Watch or participate.
What are we doing?
So as we're, entering the main room, there's actually, I guess dozens of people now here and, surrounding the circle. And in the circle, there's, just 2 people fist fighting each other.
I could do that, but do you mind if I change the rules? Just a little.
What do you mean by the rules? They're pretty loose.
Well, are you familiar with slap hands?
You don't kill anyone.
Oh, no. No, you don't. No.
That's what's happened last time you used slap hands as an excuse.
That was not an excuse. It was a cover-up.
Which was murder. Is slap hands really something different?
Yes, it's a game.
What type of game?
One where you slap hands.
I don't... You want to go into the circle
Yes.
and slap a man's hand?
Yes, yours.
My hand.
Yes.
I want to punch something.
Well, slap hard.
If you're getting into the ring, you're going to get punched. Or punch something.
You know what? Let's do it. I'll get in the ring. We'll fist fight. If you win, we don't play slap hands. If I win, we play slap hands.
That's your...
The question, though, is how do we determine who's won? Because if you're unconscious, I don't think we could play.
Well, if I'm unconscious, I lost.
But then I can't play.
Or if I surrender, I lost. We could... Is this really the stipulation you want to put on this?
I'm so bored.
Fine, I accept your deal.
You put it up there. I'm just...
All right.
This is the most excitement. I've been on a broken carousel. I've been in a school with several holes in it. I have played hopscotch with shadow people.
I really don't care what you did today.
Honestly, that sounds like a kind of fun day.
Aside from finding my daughter. Rhea,
Rhea, the gnoll that you met previously, walks up. Hey, Mayor, you're back.
For now, we're going to step in after this is done.
We're going to play punch face.
There's a very eager-looking young man. He's like, hey, but I'm next. Rhea just puts her hand on his shoulder. All right, you two can go in next.
Thanks. You can leave your stuff in the locker room if you need to.
There's a locker room in this place?
There's the locker rooms in Galarian.
Yes. It was established in my prologue.
I should have been here. I could have showered.
There is a shower. It's open, but...
There's plumbing.
Yes.
No, it's
We're
just
underground.
Tom Grove
It's
has plumbing.
There's a well above it, just a thing of water, and you just pull a little string, and it just...
We cut. And we have like a very dramatic gong as the camera pans around a pillar, and the two of you are standing in the circle of sand in the center of the cellar.
If this is a fighting game,
We're going to go.
he has advantage because he's
Duel.
short, so his punches can't hit him.
That's not how this works.
That's
Not how that works at all.
I said if this was a fighting game.
He can kick me.
I can punt you.
I've taken off my shirt, but I've left my pants on. So just letting you know,
So we're both shirtless.
this is the first time you've seen me like this.
Do you look like Kylo Ren?
No.
Are you,
I imagine you look like
are
Kylo
you
Ren.
jacked?
If you want me to be a 4-foot Kylo Ren,
Yes, please.
He's
That
a
is my
little
dream.
4-foot Adam Driver.
That would be perfect.
Now we have your actor.
no, I had a different actor in mind.
Okay.
So if you need to know, he's gray.
Is your whole head shown? Like, you don't even have a robe on? Or a
Yeah, I'm not just going to take off my shirt and leave a robe on.
cloak? All right, good.
What is this, a boxing
I
ring?
like to actually see my opponents.
Well, you're not going to see me for very long.
All right.
Let's
who's-
not banter.
I don't know how to trash talk.
Let's-
I usually just say
Don't worry about
quips
it.
and kills.
You really don't need to worry about it.
Who's next to duel Haymir? I've done it. He's doing it.
How do we do this?
We roll initiative. But Jordy's rolling for some reason.
The betting in the crowd is
Oh.
favoring Zephyr.
Oh! Those sons of sons.
Man, I got to get my trash talk better.
Underdog.
Crap,
black
I don't know
horse.
what my unarmed is, so...
So, as this is a duel,
Oh yeah, you don't have your implement.
Oh, I can't exploit vulnerability either.
Yeah, I have his
I
implement.
can't do a lot of my
There's
ability.
a lot of things you gave up when you threw the chalice at Alward.
What do you think I accepted?
my evil GM laugh over here.
All right.
So you mentioned it was a duel. What does that
Yes,
mean?
as this is a duel, you'll actually be rolling initiative per round.
Oh.
So go ahead and make your first initiative roll.
Okay.
Now, when you're rolling initiative for combats, generally you'll roll perception. However, for a duel, you can actually choose what you want to roll based off of like what stance you're taking for the duel. You're going to be rolling either perception, intimidation, or deception. So you're either trying to pay more attention to your opponent's stance, you're trying to be more aggressive and press them, or you're trying to feint and trick them.
I see bullying, press, deceptive, sidestep, and sense weakness.
Yes, those are
The 3.
intimidation, deception, and perception in order. Now, each of these has a strength, and each of them is weak against another stance.
They kind of rock, paper, scissors each other.
Each one of those, when you choose that stance, gives you a reaction for that round to try to react to your opponent. And each one gives you a small benefit, which is better if you're using it against the counter. So, for example, if you're using bullying press, then when you make a melee strike against your opponent, before you roll, you can choose to use your reaction to make it a bullying press. And then if you hit, your opponent becomes frightened 1. However, if they were using perception and trying to watch you, then that aggressive rush kind of takes them by surprise and they become frightened 2 instead of frightened 1.
Let's get rolling then.
Okay.
All right. So each of you go ahead and make a roll.
You ready, Petite?
Nope.
You ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I got an 11.
I rolled a 2. Sorry, I rolled 9 together.
All right. So Hamir will be going first this round.
Punch me, baby.
I am going to use my reaction as I strike to sense your weakness. And you're flat-footed against this attack. If you're using deception, you're flat-footed until the start of your next turn.
What did I use?
You chose intimidation.
That's what I chose.
Man. All right, then I will roll. You will be flat-footed, so your AC will be -2. 29.
17.
Okay. So that's a
that
critical hit. So
crit.
22 points of damage.
Ow.
Hamir just out of the bat, right in the nose.
Did you roll max damage?
I rolled a 3 and a 4. Plus 4. So 7 plus 4.
22, yeah.
11 times 2. If I had my implement, it would have been 13 times
So you're
2.
1 off max damage.
Yep.
Wow.
Just telling you, that was literally half.
And then
This is
I'll,
what happened to me.
I will swing again with my other actions. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 7 points of damage. Sorry, 9. And then for my third action, I guess I'll just go ahead and swing again because I'm already too far to use a maneuver. No, that doesn't hit.
Yes, finally.
So Hamir just nose, gut, and then like you kind of stumble out of the way for the third attack. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
So since you chose intimidation, Zephyr, you can use bullying press on an attack, and that uses your reaction for the round. But if you hit with that attack, your opponent will become frightened 1. If they'd chosen perception for that round, which Hamir did, they'll become frightened 2.
So you see me get ready to punch, and I thrust forward, and I guess I need a fortitude save.
Ooh. What's your DC?
19.
Okay, I rolled an 18 on a die, so 27.
Oh, darn
Not a
So
critical
it's a
succeed,
success. You gonna spell strike me?
it. I want to use torturous trauma.
But not crit.
He'll take half damage.
Plus 3, so 5.
So 2.
I take 2 points of damage.
Can I do it again?
No.
That's the thing. It's a 2-action spell.
You have
Oh,
3
I
actions.
can't do it again.
You could punch him and try to frighten him.
Okay, I'll do that. I am rolling like trash.
Welcome to dueling with Hamir.
15.
I doubt it.
It's a miss.
Yeah.
Well, that ends my turn. Changing the bets over there.
Unsurprisingly, the favor of the bets has shifted towards to favor Hamir. As we enter round 2, I'm going to need initiative rolls from each of you.
You have got to be kidding me.
It's okay, Petite.
Wait, no, I'm not going to spend a card.
I'm your brother in suffering here.
I feel the same way about what I just rolled.
Again?
Alright. This is fun.
Out of everywhere I thought this episode would go, this was not
I
it.
gotta stop dueling casters.
I'm ready.
All right. And what are your numbers that you rolled?
12.
10.
Oh.
He rolled a nat 1.
I did.
Welcome to Duels with Hamir.
Wait. I'm sorry. 7.
In that
Wait,
case-
8.
All right.
Sorry, doesn't
All
matter.
of these numbers are less than 12. So, Sam, you will go first.
Zephyr, I thought you were a killer.
Usually I move first.
What is your reflex DC?
My reflex?
Yep.
You can do things without your implement?
19.
Okay. You've been tripped because I got a 24.
I got tripped. What does that mean for
You're
me?
prone.
You're now prone.
Oh, that's all?
Which
Yeah.
makes you have flat-footed AC, and to stand up again, you'll have to spend an action.
Oh, that's fine with me.
Then I will attack
Okay.
with a -5.
Okay.
And 2 plus 7, so it's like 10. I'm gonna roll one more time. Well, okay. That's a natural 20
Ooh.
with -8, so yeah, 23.
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd need these.
Sorry, Fitzy. Surprise opening. You need one action that you can use before the end of your turn to attack against the target.
Might as well.
I think he's out of the fight.
Let's find out.
Well, actually, I don't know how many hit points you have.
Yeah, I don't know how many I'm getting rid of right now.
18.
I'm out of the fight.
Oh.
So after I say that quick, I usually go first. I wipe some blood from my face.
I'll see you at home.
Make sure and carry me.
I don't want to. I hesitate. I'm like, I really don't want to. And I just fist to face.
I cringe.
And the crowd goes wild. Some people are upset, others are happy. Money changes hands.
Hammer kind of looks around like, I thought that would feel a bit better to finally do.
Hamir is just secretly plotting a way to fight all of us.
All right, who's next? And then we can.
I think it'd be Uver.
Am I really out of the game again?
Well, Hamir's like, okay, who's next? And it's like he's getting another
Somebody would
opponent.
most likely walk up and wake you up. You have 1 hit point.
Yeah, but
It's okay. I'll drag him over and lay him on a bench.
As one of the attendants at the cellar comes up and just carries Hamir over to get some medical attention, make sure he didn't get any damage or anything.
No.
Question for you, Zephyr.
yes.
Since you have removed your shirt and your robe and everything, is the helmet still strapped onto your waist, or is that with your stuff?
I would say it's probably with my stuff.
Okay, just checking.
That's why he was wrong.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Well, Hamir's gonna keep fighting for
All right.
a while before heading back to the house.
I mean, I'm not going back to the house.
Well, I imagined doing this while you were unconscious and then just carrying you back to the house.
You could wake him up. You don't have to keep
He's
carrying.
napping.
It's like when a
Right,
parent
Wonder.
takes
You
their
can't
kid
wake
to
a
an
napping
event
baby.
or something and they fall asleep.
Come up.
And the parent's like, well, time to go home. And they carry the kid home.
All right, son, come here. Come.
Jenkins, you wanted to talk to your mother.
I
wait,
kinda
wait,
need to.
wait.
Yes.
Are you
Waiting.
my mummy?
I need to go put my clothes on and make sure that the helmet's still there.
Don't worry about it.
You're knocked out.
unconscious.
It's fine.
But I got
We'll
1
come-
HP.
We'll come back to that.
Did somebody wake you up?
The attendant or him or I don't know, somebody.
Hamir.
The attendant's making a medicine
Nobody
check.
waked
Gotta
him
put
up.
my clothes on.
Was it risky surgery?
It's a natural 3.
To wake him up?
Hey, I have
Tend to his
this
blood
all
loses.
planned out and under control. Don't worry. about it.
Don't leave me without my clothes.
I'm not gonna leave you without your clothes. It's
I
cold
wipe
outside.
My clothes. I won't care if I'm unconscious.
Diedrich will carry your stuff.
Diedrich is fey by nature. If you just say his name, he appears.
Diedrich. Okay.
Okay, so as Zephyr is being carried off and the attendant is looking at his wounds, we're going to cut back to Hamir's house, where the Voldens are. And we see the fallout of all of what had been discussed, the high emotion conversations, and then Hamir just storming out of the building. Everybody's probably a little bit on edge. Maybe? Just a little?
Stop sipping that tea!
Howard's got a black eye, not from fighting anyone. He just tripped.
I tripped and
He
fell
fell
on the
down
chalice.
he fell down the stairs.
I get black eyes when I'm stressed.
No, I did not.
I'm currently looking through all the cupboards.
Hey, leave my stuff alone.
Would it be safe to assume my mom told me about the chest of my dad's stuff?
Yes.
Can we have the conversation down there while she's rummaging? I'm just curious what's in the chest.
I am too.
What's in the
So
box?
what's in the box?
It's Outward's mom's head.
Oh no!
I just pictured.
You look over.
I was
Outward, your
laughing
mom
because
does
I was
have a head.
imagining Outward like, "Hey, let's go look through that," and they start downstairs, and then Neros and Uber just start following.
Uber just with his cup of tea. I'm not missing this.
No, Neros is looking through the cupboards.
Uber is not following. In fact, he's standing next to the chalice. Or staying near the chalice.
Staring
Hearing
at
it
it wide
whisper
eyed,
at
not
him.
blinking.
I'm gonna, before I go down, I wanted to be, I literally just like pointed at it, yelled at Neros, "Don't let him touch the chalice."
No promises.
Then, down in the cellar, you and your mother open the trunk of your late father's possessions that Hamir had, and it seems like most of it is just stuff, a spare shirt, an old belt, stuff like that, where it's like things that don't really matter except on a deep sentimental level. It's important because it belonged to your dad.
Good to know. I was expecting a slightly larger reveal than that, since someone made a huge...
I thought there'd be
about
more
the
special stuff in there too. He was my good friend.
About hiding things from you. I don't know how to say this, but yeah, a little bit, a lot, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to tell you everything.
Valia is just kind of like nodding as she takes a shirt out and folds it and sets it aside.
So, when we were in the mine, Hamir found a helmet. He didn't tell anyone until it was too late, and that helmet has magical properties that could potentially lead a cult to us and harm us, which is why we had to move, get out of Joel, because the city will be under attack by that cult, we presume, come of next month, around the 5th. Zephyr has requested to, or has volunteered to hold on to the helmet and stay away from the house to keep you guys safe. Because they didn't think about that the first time they brought it to our home. Also, you should probably, most of the time, from my understanding, Slap Hands isn't an actual game. It means that someone has been murdered from,
You're
don't.
gonna eat your words when me and Saphir sit there playing Slap Hands.
You know what? No, you won. You don't have to
you're
play Slap Hands.
right.
So he says it's a, Zephyr says it's a game, but also that, and then I point to the wound on my arm that's probably a little like scarred over. That wasn't from a lamppost, and neither was Uver's. That was shot at us from an assassin with a poisoned arrow that we presume the cult hired, and we also presume that they put Hamir's friend in danger specifically to draw us out. I don't know what the TN person has to do with this.
Valia's quiet for a minute. She's got like another shirt in her hand at this point, and she's looking at it. There's on like the right side of the shirt, there's a couple like cuts that have been like sewed back up that have some blood stains around it, and she's just kind of looking at it, and she's like, Alward, every day you're becoming more like your father, in good ways and in bad ways. And she sets the shirt aside and she's like, just don't leave me out of things until it's too late.
That's part. I was going to tell you about this earlier, but things got heated. I was going to tell you about this later today, actually. But yeah. I think we should also maybe teach.
She suddenly just like reaches out and just pulls you into a hug.
Howard's gonna like be like shocked a little bit, and then he's just gonna hug in silence and in like
Reciprocation?
Yes.
Hug.
Reciprocation. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Just, but once it passes and the room's quiet for a bit, he's gonna finish his thought and be like, I also think we should probably teach Lena some magic to be safe. Nothing too destructive, but just maybe some protective spells or something to help her move faster in case some simple cantrips. You know, I mean, other students know them, and she's not showing any gifts like I was. And we have a wizard upstairs.
Well, the school here does take a dim view of magic in the classroom, but I suppose we could teach her some things.
But and I figured, since more student, I didn't have to study. I'm not trying to say like it's great or anything, but it might just be easier for her to do that.
Velia kind of pulls back and just, that thing people do at the end of hugs in movies where they like lean back and they've got their hands on the shoulders.
Yeah.
And she's like,
I do that.
I wouldn't know what people do when they stop hugging.
I'll give you a hug later.
He's never
and
stopped.
I'll show you.
He's got 3 ongoing hugs right now.
Wait, 3?
One from me.
and she says, Albert, thank you for letting me be a part of this, be a part of your life.
I just want you guys to be safe. Lena can't lose you and me and a father all, so I was thinking maybe at some point, if it gets too much, maybe you guys should go back to Cheliax. I haven't really thought that through, but I don't know if I would worry more or less, or...
She just kind of smiles and shakes her head and is like, we'll think about that if it comes up. For now, your friends seem to be handling it well, and I trust what you and they can do together.
I mean, I'm gonna go yell at Uver about taking Lena to school. And most
He did
likely...
what?
Yeah, she told me about it, and...
Where does she think the Egypt came
And honestly...
Do not take my children to school.
I most likely...
I was like, wait, hold on. No, we did establish that, yeah.
I'm gonna have to yell at him for most likely touching the chalice, too, because I bet he's up there doing that, and I doubt...
He's like looking at something, and instead of picking up his teacup, he picks up the chalice. And he's like, whoa.
I doubt Neros is stopping him.
Eros is literally in a cabinet.
I didn't say it. She's looking through them.
She's crawled into the
not
Crawled
turning
into the
herself
corner
into a
cabinet.
So I'm gonna go back upstairs. You're like, Uver!
The front door while you all are doing your thing slams open, and a pretty bruised and bloody Amir comes in with an unconscious, bruised and bloody Zephyr around his shoulders as he tosses Zephyr down on the couch.
I will interject. Neither of them appear to have the helmet.
Someone have water.
Are my clothes on
Yes,
me, or are
you've
they
been
like in a
clothed.
bag?
You've been clothed.
Because that means somebody dressed me.
It's just your shirt.
And my cowl.
Oh, wow. I put it all on so people wouldn't look at you. Funny.
When I get a chance, I'm gonna slap you.
You can't. I won the fight. So yeah, Hamir comes in and just tosses him down on the couch, which I imagine would wake you up.
Probably.
Yeah.
If a medical expert couldn't wake me up, throwing me on a couch.
I'll get water and just... Okay, I'll use battle...
to wake
Here, I'll use battle medicine. I have battle medicine. Look, I succeed.
He did. He rolled a 17.
You heal 10 hit points.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
That's a lot better than that medical assistant roll.
So I throw him on the couch, and I just, like, really quickly get him with something and wake him to wake up. You alright? You okay?
Where is everybody in this scene?
Why am I,
I don't
wearing
know.
clothes?
Uver's in the living room.
So I just toss
You're
him here
on the
next to
couch.
him.
No, yeah.
I'm in the kitchen.
No, actually, I'm next to the counter, or next to the chalice. It has been moved.
Who dressed me? I was half naked.
Hang on, what?
Is Hamir back?
I put your clothes back on.
Did you see the helmet?
Yes.
Do I see the helmet in my bag?
I don't have it on me. it's being kept securely and safely right now, so we can all have a little shindig about what we're doing next.
Where am I?
We?
You guys are going
You're
to
at
Joel,
Hamer's
right?
house.
You're at
Hold
the
on.
Volden house.
How'd you guys get? I've missed a lot.
Yeah.
Are we just...
You've been through a lot.
It's
like,
been 2 weeks.
What? You've been gone like a day.
No, it's been like a month.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Thank you.
You guys are going to Joel next, right?
We.
What are you...
Or you plan to be going
We're
back to
all
Joel?
going to Joel.
Exactly.
Yes,
Not
we're
just
going to be
us
playing
guys.
heroes, as you say.
Yes, well, my daughter's apparently possibly
I'm
at
so- I'm
Joel,
sorry?
so I will be going.
I'm sorry, what?
My daughter's at
No,
Joel.
no,
so
she's not at Joel. She could
I
be
was-
anywhere, but why would she
I
be
was
in
told
Joel?
I had a lead.
Oh, you had a
He
lead.
found a lead for me.
I
Oh, so
raise
now that
my-
it involves
I raise
you,
my
you're willing to
hand.
go.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that bother you?
I got the lead. I was told she's in Joel.
Well, that is good to hear.
Hang on,
You might
hang
be
on.
able to find your daughter.
Can I
That'd be
address
great.
the elephant in the room?
Oh, that he just...
Why
returned?
are you both bloody and bruised?
Because we don't have to play
I-
slap hands.
Wait, what?
What do you know about helmets?
Nothing.
What does this have to do with why you're bloody
Why
and
are you
bruised?
bloody and bruised? Does
Sophia,
that
your
have something to do with
cheekbones are
this?
surprisingly rough.
I mean,
Why are you
Thank
dueling
you.
everyone?
I wasn't.
What?
Do you have a secret vendetta against each of us?
No, I admit I did take some pleasure in beating him, but
most people do, to be honest.
most of this is from a couple different people on me. That's just from me
Yeah,
pointing at Zephyr's body.
he took me down in a couple of hits. But I did some. I
Oh.
dealt some
Why were you
damage to him.
fighting each other?
Yes, this large gash in my arm was from him.
No, what I did to you, you can't see.
It's all internal.
I tried to help you. I gave you a
If
wound.
there's any blood in your
Why
stool,
Are we
please
trying
tell me.
to save like bravado here?
I thought he might appreciate, as a contract killer, I thought he might appreciate him not being rendered pathetically useless in
I
a duel.
work in the dark.
Well, okay. Now I will proceed to
Uver
talk about your
glances
failings.
around to see where his sister is in this whole thing at the mention of contract killer.
That's fair.
Maybe don't say that so loud. Maybe think of other people in the room.
Hey, Jenkins.
I thought
Yeah.
you were done keeping secrets.
Evens or odds?
Oh God, no.
Are you still keeping
Choose
secrets
one.
from
And
your
your
family?
mother.
We'll get to
Okay,
that.
okay.
We'll go even. My body's feeling evens.
Lena's outside.
Oh, thank goodness.
Sweeping.
I'm keeping secrets from.
Let's restart then.
Yeah.
Are you still keeping secrets from your family? I thought you guys
It
were
isn't
all okay. now.
Up to you to button on my family life, for starters. But yes, for my sister, yes. She doesn't need to know most of this.
Okay.
Considering we're talking about contracts and everything, I'm not really a contracted killer.
Contacted killer.
Okay, what kind of murder are you?
I'm a hired killer. It's different. I don't sign anything.
Can we stop talking about murdering people? My sister could barge in at literally any second.
Oh. No, I didn't see her.
Did
I
someone
was
go through my
unconscious.
Oh,
cupboards?
Yeah, I was looking for Anyway, I don't.
You have
find it.
cupboards?
What
I
were you-
haven't had
what were you
the
looking
formal
for?
tour.
I can tell you where it is.
It's in the kitchen.
I need a drink.
Oh, you haven't
What,
been
alcohol?
here.
Yeah.
I haven't
I've
been
got
here.
some in the cellar. Not that cellar, but my basement cellar. I don't drink anymore, but I
Is-
used to.
Oh, so you have some in your house?
Yeah.
Which is downstairs.
You want some?
Yep.
Is this really the time?
If you go downstairs, where that chest was,
Yeah.
above it, there's a
Think
portrait
to go?
of an old king.
Okay.
Just
If you
lose
take
my
the portrait
choice.
off, there's a shelf.
Right. I'll be right back, folks. And I beat,
Uver, give him his
I
chalice
beat Boop
back.
downstairs.
Hamer kind of looks at it like maybe he doesn't want to take it back. And he's like,
I don't know what else I would do with it.
I need to ask the DM
Is-
a very,
Did you try drinking it?
Wish
very important question.
I,
DM him.
no, I don't wish to try that again.
What if there was a way? Hell, hear me out here. What if there was a way to, for you, because you guys are smart wizards or psychics, brain
I'm not a
people.
wizard.
They call me a magus.
Who's they?
Uver and Alward. I think maybe. What if there's a way to transfer the chalice and the hauntings and stuff to Alward instead of to me?
Why would I want it?
Because then you'd have your dad.
I want him gone.
Well, I don't know of any way to get rid of the curse, but what if transferring was easier?
The last time a curse was transferred from this chalice, you murdered it. My father.
I wouldn't know if that qualifies as transferred.
It applied to you?
Well,
so you want me to kill everyone in the house and then get 13 new ghosts?
I only killed them because they tried to kill me because the chalice needed a host. It has a host right now, and if we transfer a host, there's no murdering. There's no point where it doesn't have a host.
Look, he's just thinking selfishly again, and he wants all the ghosts to go away.
Wait,
he
again?
has to deal with it. He does it all the time.
Not that selfish.
He has to deal with this himself.
No.
Just like he has to find his daughter himself. Just like he has to deal everything himself.
I am helping. He asked me to help him.
That's true. Zephyr's proved to be helpful.
Thank you?
Surprisingly.
Wait, you asked him to help, and you were just going to leave?
I assumed.
How does that
I
aid
paid
you?
him for a job, so I assumed if he found information, he'd let me know. So if you guys did happen across my daughter, he would let me know.
How would he find you if you were just walking around aimlessly?
I'm sure it wouldn't
I
be
have
that
my
hard.
ways.
It's not that hard to find anyone.
I come back upstairs.
It's not that hard
Did
to
you
find
find
it.
the alcohol?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Did you bring some more for me?
This is all for me.
What's down there?
You need
It's just
some
what he
Zephyr?
said.
I wasn't listening. I
Wait a second. I pat around.
normally drink.
Where's my drinks that I ordered from the tavern?
Didn't you drink them before the fight?
I didn't have time.
Then I would assume that some of the others there drank them.
We cut back to the medical assistant who's trying to hide.
That's why he was
empty
rolling
mugs.
so low.
He's just pouring it on wounds.
I didn't pay for them, so
That is true.
yippee for them.
All right. Well, my daughter's in Joel. I need to go to Joel. You guys are going to Joel, so Al will stay with you. Because you're also still in my house.
So you're coming with us to Joel.
For now, yes, I'm coming with you.
Until
Can we
something
leave the
comes
Voldens
up.
here?
Yes, that's
I
fine.
mean, except Alwood. We need him.
Yeah.
Other Voldens, yeah, can stay.
Yeah.
I'll get my daughter, and then I'll make my leave.
Or we
Again,
If you find her.
if she wants you.
What if she's the one behind all this?
That would
That
just
would be weird.
silly.
That would be silly.
That would be a plot twist.
It would. This is a plot? Jordy furiously typing in his notes.
When you say that, though, Hammer does, looks like a chill came over him as he thinks back to his dream.
Is that something that could possibly happen?
I
She's behind
don't
all this?
think so.
You don't think so?
No, that would be silly.
What did she look like again? You, but girl.
You, but girl.
Ah, perfect. I have the perfect image.
She's about all of your ages, early 20s. Not you.
What are you talking about? He looks young as a...
How tall are you, Albert?
Right now or just in general?
How
tall
are you? Shade?
Well, I slouch a lot.
How tall are you in general?
In general, around 5'9".
So she's a couple inches
5'11".
shorter than you.
But
She's
when
got,
I don't slouch, I'm like 6.
Okay, so she's a couple inches shorter than you. She's got the same tattoo on her face that I have.
Where'd she get that?
Do you just,
Where'd you get that?
out of curiosity, have something that she have made be liked a lot?
Well, she got me my Talharpa.
Can I see it?
Yeah. She also these are her pan flutes.
I'm gonna hold on to her pan flutes just so I can see her face. If that's okay.
Okay, well, in the same vein as what we did earlier, on the surface there's a really strong level of desperation of a vibe, and that would be coming from me. And then deeper in, there's the older feeling of just joy, jubilation, and that would be when you'd see her face. Do you see them at the time where they made the emotion? So she'd be like 11.
And how long has passed since?
Like somewhere 13-ish years.
Okay, so she's around our
Yeah, she's like all around your guys' age.
She's 20-something.
She's early 20-somethings. Thanks.
You're welcome.
If you did-
I do. I just don't remember everything.
Wait, so you can see things by touching things?
We've been over this.
I have
He-
not been over it with you.
He's
Were
been
you
left out of a
around?
lot.
I've been
Yes.
gone for a month. You people didn't do anything with me. You just stayed in this house.
Yeah, I don't
did
like touching things
stuff.
for the most part because it hurts.
Zafir was not present for any of those events.
Really? I thought he was for the first one.
No.
What was the first one?
The helmet.
No, I think
I
he
don't
might have been
know.
there for that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you would have been. You did do that, and you had the helmet.
Yeah.
I just
So I'd already passed it off to him at that point.
Yep.
Oh, I don't remember.
And
the
you
helmet.
were there, and you
The
were
first
there.
one I remember is the chalice.
Well, I'm so sorry if it's just past my mind, but I just
Oh, it's fine. A
I've
lot of
had
things
a
have
lot-
happened.
a lot of things have been knocked into me in the last 20 or so days, maybe an hour or two.
I can
So,
see that.
Would you like to play slap hands?
I no.
It's an
I
actual,
don't want to do
You
that.
know, it's an actual game, apparently.
Wait, it's an actual game.
Been
He
so
wanted to
bored.
beat me up so I would play slap hands with him.
I told my mom it wasn't a game. I thought you were just making innuendo.
Oh no,
I bet
No, it's a
Uver
real
would
game.
play slap hands with you.
I don't know if I
How
want
do
to
you
touch
play
his
slap
hands.
hands? I don't want to touch you.
Well, oh right, I forgot about that.
I can
It's,
play slap
2
hands
seconds.
with my mage hands.
That's not how it works.
Oh,
Quit talking about this.
Are they corporeal?
When
I mean you could touch them, yeah.
Can I play with my mage hands?
Sure.
when are we going to leave?
Well, we have insert amount of time until we need
You
to.
just ask Jordy right now.
Until when? What timeline are you setting?
Well, we want to be there probably a week before the event.
Then you have 3 days.
Sometime in there, I forge documents, right?
I mean, obviously, I
Let's
don't
just
have
leave
anything to
tomorrow.
do.
How many days is it to get back to Joel?
Less than a day.
It's a day if you use a carriage.
We have a carriage.
We have a carriage.
It's over there.
We've been
It's in the
renting it
living
for a
room.
long time.
Or did we?
Or
No,
down.
wait. We dropped it off at the rental drop off, so we'll have to get
Yeah.
another
We'll have to
one.
get another
At
one.
Hort's.
I bet the same one's still there.
Yeah, same horse and everything.
It's just been standing there.
Just waiting for us.
Refueled. I mean, rehaid.
Well,
But the non-ethanol type, right?
If we
The
need to
non-
leave in
no
3
ethanol
days,
hay.
why don't we go ahead and leave now?
I'm still doing things that. I mean, we
Then
can. I can
I'll
do it on
have
the road.
Time to.
I've got a little bit of sleeping to do if you don't mind.
You can sleep on the way.
I don't think I will be rested enough to
I mean, it is
recover
getting
my
late.
HP.
I said we're gonna leave tomorrow. You should be fine. You can drink from my chalice. It does heal people.
I don't know if I want to touch that thing.
It's not that bad. It's fine.
Did you
it's-
touch it?
It's not gonna do anything to you.
I noticed you staring at it whenever I woke up.
Uver just, who's been sitting very quietly over in the corner. Uver looks up and says, yes, I don't think it would hurt you necessarily, but I will not do the same.
Just don't focus on it. You'll be fine.
Just drink it.
Peer pressure.
It's just pale green liquid.
What happens if you dump it all out?
It'll refill.
Well, that seems.
I mean,
neat.
if you push it over, it won't spill. You have to sip or drink from it.
I'm gonna push it over with my mage hand.
It just falls over.
That's pretty neat.
Can you fill it with other things?
No, it fills itself.
Can you stick a chamois in it?
Can you still put other things in it?
I don't know. I've not tried.
I mage hand it over to Neros for some alcohol. Just pour a little in it. I want to see what happens.
Pour a little alcohol in it.
What happens to the alcohol?
The alcohol acts as if the green liquid is like hydrophobic, and it just kind of beads and like pours off the sides.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
just.
I was
Wait,
gonna
so
go
it's
with
all the
like
way
it
up to
just
the
goes
top?
in and it just doesn't seem to go. It just disappears.
Then I can't put you in any water traps.
Fair enough.
I'll take a drink of it now.
Okay, here you go.
Doesn't he have to drink all of it?
Sip just gives you temporary hit points. You need to actually drain it. You need to drink the whole thing.
Chug, chug, chug.
Just
Insert
woke up.
straw and empty glass
Just,
sound effect.
it's not alcoholic. What level 4? You get 12 hit points.
It's not enough to refill.
It takes 10 minutes and you can do it again.
Just hold it.
Alright, well,
It just slowly starts refilling.
We will want to get going soon.
Yeah, I think we established tomorrow.
Then yeah, I can find my daughter faster.
speaking of preparing, and can I have forged documents? I know we didn't say anything about
Yeah.
it.
So with the event coming up,
The event.
you guys can do what I'm going to call preparatory activities to try to make your incursion to the event go more smoothly. So Jenkins, you'd mentioned Alward wanted to forge documents. Were these like invitations, or what kind of documents were you going to forge?
I think so. It would be beneficial if they were invitations, but to do that, I would need an example of the invitation. If I'm remembering the rules correctly, I can still attempt to forge it, but it won't be like it'll be easily discerned. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, invitations would be the best, I think. So I'm not sure if I'd be able to get hold of an invitation somehow, or
how would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I would ask Zephyr to get into his contact of many, many people.
I don't think... I mean, I feel like I've set a precedence that nobody talked to me.
Maybe I went through Trav to try and get some information about the ball. So we just know some general information about what to expect from it, what we'll need to wear, and maybe helping him along the way of how to get an invitation and how to present ourselves through Trav and his
I feel like he's lived in Joel long enough to know what official Joel documents look like.
This isn't an official Joel document. This is an invitation to a ball hosted by a cult.
But a cult that's on a front as being part of Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm rolling a secret society check to see how good these forgeries are.
Ooh la la.
All right. I've got that number written down as Alward has forged invitations for each member of the party. Are you using assumed names?
Sure. I did get a book of heraldry of Eoredson's, so...
So we've got
Eoredson.
Howard
Eoredson, my bad, Eoredson.
my name is Ray Fez.
Zephyr backwards.
Maybe.
Ray Fez Eoredson.
I
But
have Diedrich.
I'm not sure if these documents would come in handy. I don't really know our plan of attack, but if we need them.
I think they look pretty good. They look like they say the exact same thing, probably.
This name you chose, Lycos. It sounds familiar.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just
It sounds like
pulled a
gibberish.
name from a dwarvish. Yeah, learning dwarvish, you learn a lot of names. So, just from a random book.
What?
And Neros, what's your fake name?
No.
That would make things so much more confusing for us.
Tina.
I don't care. Choose a name.
Freya.
Okay.
Bonabo.
All right.
I'll be.
Fake names are down.
Wait,
Because of
I haven't
what-
had a name yet.
You said Diedrich.
That was a joke.
Aw.
I'll be.
Freya worked really well.
I'll be
a good joke.
I'm looking
Freya?
at my ghosts right now. I'll be Balder. He's one of my ghosts.
Cool. We've got Balder and Freya.
I would love.
I don't know the joke.
I don't get it either.
That's Balder is Freya's son.
Yeah. Who is
She
that?
loved so
Oh.
much she wanted
Freya's
to protect
the like
from
wife
everything.
of Odin.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
And
there's the
the
brother of
mistletoe
Thor.
ended up.
Freya's a very interesting goddess. It works very well for Neros.
Thor pretended
Does
to be
it?
her.
It does.
Anyways,
I'm
Look-
concerned.
look
but
her up.
okay.
I picked the guy who's supposed to die to signify the beginning of the end.
yes.
Oh, my name's mine backwards, so I'm creative.
You're backwards.
All right. So we've got Raythez, Howard, Balder, Freya, and Lycos.
This is
gonna
get
be so weird.
confusing.
All
Having
right.
Lycos in
Alward,
this.
you have acquired 1 preparation point.
Woo!
Preparation points are a currency that I am creating for this event, which is during the incursion, as you're breaking into this ball and everything, whenever something goes wrong, you can spend a preparation point instead of a hero point and tell me in a flashback how you prepared for that to fix it in advance.
Okay. Can I get anything from what I was saying?
Yes, talking to Trav.
Yeah.
So you can have a preparation point for that.
Oh.
Question, though.
Yes.
What kind of details are you asking for and everything?
If he knows like who's doing security, if maybe if he has any contacts that might be there, or what
may
building
also-
it's in. I mean, I know we kind of probably know that, but if he can give me like a layout or a lowdown on the building or something.
So he does describe that it's going to be held in the Eoredson Manor, which is on the northern side of town.
Oh, at their manor.
It is a 3-story building, And while he's never been inside of it himself, he knows that they've recently done some repairs and had to get all of the changes in the floor plan and everything approved. And the blueprints for the new layout of the building should be accessible to someone who can get through the city records.
Oh, I can do that.
Is this going to be a masquerade?
Yes.
Yay!
I was just thinking about it because I was like, they know our faces.
We can dress up.
Do we know if that entire Eoredson family is the same race?
Yeah, presumably.
Because if they're all the same race, if we have two fetchlings, an elf, and a dwarf.
I would not say presumably. I think they're probably spread out enough that they've probably interbred.
So what you learn while talking to Trav is that most of them are Ulfin, but some of them have married, members of other races. There are some half elves because they've married an elf into the family, but everyone can find some way to trace themselves into the family.
Can we just
I studied a book of their lineage.
No, that's true.
Whenever I pass around the documents, I'm like, okay, so here's your family line and how you connect in as a fetchling. You two are now part of the same family line. Here's how you connect as a dwarf.
Are we brother and sister?
No, you're distant cousins.
Are we brother and sister?
You'd be my little brother.
It's your distant cousins.
I'm little.
I've said this.
I wasn't listening. What? Can you go start from the beginning?
So your father is this person's father.
Would anybody be opposed to me doing some outfit retcon? Not retcon. Recon. To just kind of look for some party attire.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can give you, from what Trav said, what to look for type of deals.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to buy some clothes.
Solid.
Going to get all your measurements.
So Zafir,
make sure mine has a cape. A shoulder cape.
Will do.
So Zafir, you're able to, using the intel from Trav, track down the tailor that most of the Eoredsons use. And this close to the event, it's kind of difficult to get a schedule with him, but you might be able to talk him into it to get something put together for you in time. Or alternatively, go to a different tailor and have them mimic his style, but it wouldn't quite be the same.
Well, both of those sound like some pretty good plans. Neither of them which were my plan, which was just going to buy some nice clothes. But I think we could do some mimicry.
So are you going to try and get the original guy or you're going to go with the other guy who's mimicking?
Yeah, the other guy.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Oh, heck yeah. It's a 17.
Nice. So you're able to talk the guy into it, describe the clothing you need and everything. You get in the measurements, and we'll hand wave the money because I don't want to look into how much it costs.
Hand wave.
1 bronze.
I throw in
19 silver.
an extra 2 gold. Wait, I have more gold than what I have on this app.
You have so much gold.
I know, it says I have 19.
You're flowing
Have you looked
gold.
in his backyard?
You're our...
You are the gold.
I wanted to say sugar mama, but that's not... You're a sugar daddy.
Oh, yeah. I have 110 here, so I'll give him 10 extra.
Isn't he a sugar baby? Look how tiny he is.
And you gain a preparation point, and you all each now have nice clothes that will fit in exactly with the design for the ball.
Cha-ching.
And we'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus to any deception checks to pretend you belong there.
What?
Does that
I'm
include
gonna need
masks
that.
or...
Yes, the masks come with. So, Uver, you head over to the city hall to try to pick up the blueprints for the Eoredson Manor. And you run into the secretary that you ran into last time you were in the area trying to get the blueprints for the Colosseum. So she doesn't find it too suspicious that you're there. But this time might be a little bit different because you're asking about a private residence instead of a public building that's in shambles. So what's your cover story?
I learned that, just like the Colosseum, that there were ancient buildings here a long time ago. And I learned that there might be more entrances or to some of these buildings underneath that have been built over, of course. That obviously none of the buildings here are old enough for that, but I think it could lead to more discoveries, and at the very least, it could possibly point out some areas that we need to be careful of.
And the secretary is like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let me see here. And she pulls out the blueprints to the house and starts like handing over the papers. And she's like, oh, yes, looking through the notes here, it says that there actually are some connections to Old Torrendale in the foundations of the building.
Oh, that is wonderful. I can't wait to study this, and perhaps we can learn some more about the history of this place. Thank you very much.
Yes, and if you find anything interesting, please do let us know.
Of course, as I would. I will, if you don't mind, I would like to take these back to study them on my own so I can do it in more detail, and he gestures without distractions.
Of course. And now you all have access to the map in advance.
Good job.
And you get a preparation point, Sven.
Yay!
I'm weary about these being connected to those tunnels. Something bad's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jordy, you old son of a son.
So, Neros, one of these evenings when you're at the tavern doing the Neros thing,
Neros does a lot of things.
you overhear a couple fellows in armor and fur trim and everything, and they're talking about how they've been hired to kind of like watch over and guard the Eoredson estate during the event. And you can tell they've been a little bit too deep in the cups, and they're kind of starting to let loose and slip some things they shouldn't be saying. So you've got pretty much three options here. You can just kind of listen in and overhear things. You can try to engage them in conversation and kind of just, gently kind of try to pull some information out of them. Or you could try to get them a little bit more drunk and see how much more information you can pull. So each of those steps will have more information attached, but each one gets a little bit more risky.
Can I leave it up to a die roll?
Sure.
The third one.
Yeah?
4 was a reroll. It rolled a 3.
Nice.
Dang.
So these
Go big or
two
go home.
These two are there just kind of sitting there sipping on some ale and just kind of chatting, it's going to be rough, and it's going to be like all night. I hear the event doesn't end until 2, And then Neros.
And just think of you sauntering up.
Yeah, I'll saunter up, and it's like, hey, what do you say you buy a girl a drink?
The two of them look up and they're like, hey, joining us for a drink, miss?
Yeah.
Sure. Bartender, another round.
Okay, keep going. Just keep drinking. I'm just flattering them, like talking. And then as they I notice if they keep getting more and more inebriated, just asking subtle questions here and there, just dropping them.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Don't fail me now.
Ooh.
All right.
We're on fire tonight.
29.
And that's a critical success.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what we talk about.
17 on the die.
So you're able to casually, without them suspecting anything, extract from them the number of guards, which they've got 4 for each level and 4 for outside.
How many levels are there?
3 levels.
Like of the house, you mean?
So there's
So
a
that
total of
makes
12 hired in staff to guard the event. You're also able to get vague information about their patrol routes of where they're going to be at different times of night. Just kind of asking questions like, but you don't even get to see this thing that happens, And
Cool.
You're even able to get about half of their names.
Half of the guards.
Half the guards' names?
Mhm.
Nice.
And
Cool.
because of your critical success, you're able to extract all of this information without it ever occurring to them, A, that this was stuff they shouldn't be spilling, and B, getting them drunk enough that they don't remember saying any of that the next morning.
Woo!
Nice.
Job.
Well done.
What's your
What I do.
archetype again?
That Nero's
Dandy.
charm right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
And of course, you
I
get
have-
a preparation point.
I have a feat that will come in handy for this if I need it. So I'm
So how
just
many-
waiting.
How many preparation points does that make?
1
4.
each, right? No, 1 each.
You didn't get one.
Yes, I did.
What'd you do?
Talk to Trav.
5.
So 5 prep points, and then I +2
Did
deception.
I just get 1?
Yes.
I talked to Trav, and I did that other stuff. Or was that all just
So-
piled in?
We got a +2 to circumstance bonus to deception from your clothes. We have access to the map so we can plan. We know 8 of the guards' names, and we know there's a total of 16 of them.
We will end this session as the group is reconvening after their preparations and making their final plans for how to approach.
And as we all get together, we convene in one spot, and I'll do a group high five up in the air.
This isn't high five time.
We've only prepared, Saphir. High fives are saved till after the job.
Once we've completed successfully.
Have you never worked with a team before?
Have you?
Yes.
Oh.
A lot of times. They're all dead now.
That doesn't-
And on that note,
Your track record's not great then.
All right, the hero point I've taken is a very familiar one that I've seen played many times. Is tuck and roll. Creature hits you, fall prone, take minimum damage. Pretty swell.
Noise.
All right. Thanks for all of this. I gotta go and continue to just work tirelessly on recording our audio show. Check it out. Love you guys.
If it's
Thanks
out.
for listening.
and we'll see you all in the next episode.
Bye.
This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists, with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
My first initial reaction was step outside and say, "Teacher, carry this," and then walk up and have teacher carry my bags. But I'm not gonna do that.
Is he your hireling now?
I think that would ruin the moment if I did that.
It
so,
would.
but I wanted to share. I was thinking about that.